Hi everyone, I hope that you're doing well. Welcome back to my channel, and hello if you're new. Please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. Click on subscribe below in red. I upload videos every week so you don't miss out on another video. And for those of you who are new to the channel, welcome. My name is Charlotte. I am a medium channel. I channel messages, indirect guidance, so we're gonna see what is here for us. Please remember, I don't know everything, okay? Just take what resonates with you. If that does not resonate with you, it means this message is not for you. It is also timeless, so it can speak to you now, a couple months, a couple years. Whenever you see this video, there'll be a message for you in there. Okay, so I'm gonna center myself and we're gonna see the message are here for us. Yeah, so they're saying definitely huge changes for a lot of people actually on this video that are going through very big changes in their life with things around them, and this is normal. This is because of the energy, the upgrade that we've been going through. Okay, so there's a lot of things that needs to be adjusted, that needs to be changed. You're gonna feel really like the energy is pushing you forward. It's really pushing you in your back to go in a certain direction. For some people, they feel like things have been very blocked, very stuck, and they haven't been able to really move forward. They're saying that you're going in the wrong direction. You're going to be redirected in another direction. You can feel an impulse to go in a certain direction. You can feel really that feeling inside of you that is calling, that intuition that you need to do this or that, call this person or go into that direction, and it's going to be really the divine energy, your soul, your guidance that's going to be pushing you toward a certain direction. This might not be where you wanted to go necessarily in your mind, but this is where really your heart is telling you to go. This is going to be very positive. It's going to help you move forward. Okay, for some people it can be like they were really looking in the wrong direction. That's what they're showing me. They were really looking backward almost. Okay, and they're saying basically they're turning your head and saying you need to look that way, look into that direction, go toward this idea, this direction, and this is where you're going to be able to move forward. Because right now you are kind of like at the end of a tunnel, but like kind of like in front of a wall. Okay, it's like you were into into that block at the end of the road, and they're redirecting your energy toward where you need to go. Okay, this is gonna be really big changes for some people. That can be job, that can be family, that can even be where they live, like wanting to move place, like move house, move state, move countries. For some people that can be huge changes. They say follow that impulse, follow that intuition, as long as you know it's connected to your heart, to your intuition, to the divine, and not because of fear. Okay, they're saying we're not talking about it because some people have certain fear. That's going to speak to a few people actually on these videos. Is saying that we're connected to certain fear and they want to make certain change due to that, kind of like if they were escaping or they were running away from a situation or from something. This is a totally different energy. We're not talking about this energy. Okay, the energy we're talking about is an impulse of really of wanting something, like love, passion, inspirations, things like that. Okay, yeah, so they're saying a lot of upgrades have been made actually recently. The energy we've been feeling since the part of the 11/11 all that week, and upcoming, they're saying all months of November till the end of November, beginning of December, really until the end of this year. You're gonna feel that energy is really pushing you forward to accomplish certain things and move into certain direction for that intuition, for that impulse, because this is really a big chance for you to move forward and to really make that quantic jump that's necessary for a lot of people to go forward. Now they're saying that there's gonna be a lot of adjustments that are being made as well. So now it's going to talk to different group of people on this video. Okay, the huge changes that we talked previously were for a certain group of people. Now this is for the other part, the other group of people in this video. There is actually, it's more like little adjustment, little details, little little switch that needs to be made, and really it's very little changes but very important, and it's because you've done a lot of adjustment before the energy came in. Okay, you've done a lot of that work already previously, so you towards the end of it, and this is really a little adjustment for you. It's those little switch, little little back and forth to really make sure it's adjusted perfectly. So the same way it can manifest in your life, or what it can create, it can seem very chaotic, or it can seem very all over the place, like you're going through all those different emotions, you're going kind of like through that whole rainbow colors. This is because they are making those final adjustments, and it's kind of like if you're adjusting a TV screen or a radio, and you are going through all those different adjustments, and you're gonna see all those different colors, for example, on the TV, or all those different sounds are going to be kind of all over the place until you find the perfect adjustment, and it sounds nice and clear and peaceful, and it's very adjusted, and it's calm, it's aligned. Okay, until you get to that point, it can feel very all over the place again. It can feel very chaotic, where you're going through all those different emotions. So some people can feel like they all over the place, like they feel anger, and then they feel joy, and then they feel like feeling very like love energy, and then they're turning into fear, and then they're crying, and then they're laughing, and it's like all over the place. Okay, that's what I'm seeing, and it's because you're into those final little twists, those final adjustments. Okay, part of that upgrade, that energy upgrade. So be patient with yourself, accept that, know it's part of that. Okay, you're not going crazy or things like that. It's just part of those adjustments, and it's really toward the end, until it's going to be nice, clear, and really aligned. So that's going to be very nice change. It's going to be very enjoyable. Yeah, so this is for people with children that are worried about their children. They're saying don't worry about your children. Okay, a lot of the younger generation, the more young the generation is, the more they come in here with already capacities. They have a lot of high sensitivity. They have a lot of be able to feel people, to see through people. They have a lot of telepathy. They can have a lot of empathy also toward people, because they can really feel what the other people is feeling, the other person is feeling, and it's really they are like like a sponge, because they are really feeling all the energy around them. So just to know they are very protected. They have definitely a role and a place here, and that's why they came here already with a lot of extra sensitivity, a lot of extra gifts in that matter. Now a lot of parents wants to direct them in certain directions, saying this is what you need to do, or this is your mission, or you have to accomplish this, because that's what you hear. They're saying be careful with that. Okay, don't force them into anything, don't push them into anything. Let them really grow and develop themselves. Now a lot of those kids are actually not meant to create huge things, to change the earth or the planet. They're saying that just the fact that they're being themselves here, their presence is really diffusing an energy that is helping keep a certain balance, that's helping healing the energy. I see a lot of kids actually that are healers, a lot of kids are healers through their hands, and also through their eyes, through the ways they look through people. They have that energy that's healing others naturally, just like that. So just by them being themselves and being here on earth is already helping a ton just by diffusing that energy. It's kind of part of that crystal grid, that energy that's connecting to others. Okay, they don't necessarily have to create books or conference or things like that. Okay, just their presence can be a huge impact, and is as they're saying, is a huge impact already. So be aware of that. Now they're saying to give them a space and really let them develop their full potential without trying to funnel them. That's what they're saying, trying to funnel them into a certain direction or a certain path, or yeah, or yeah, yeah, stay away from manipulation, control, possession, all that. That's what they're saying. Okay, so they can redevelop. Also know that they already know a lot by themselves, by what they feel. A lot of them, like we say, have telepathy skills, so they know what you're going through as a parent. So for some parents that are trying to hide their emotion, try things to their children, they're saying that they already know what you're going through. They know that basically you're lying. So try to stay aware of that. You don't necessarily have to tell them everything about your life and be completely transparent about it, but try not to make up stories and lie about it, because they will know it, they will feel it, and that will really hurt them as well. So be aware of that. Now they're saying that some parents are very, very possessive because they're so scared for their children. They're overprotective, and they kind of like that on it, and so the children cannot basically breathe. Okay, and they need to be able to breathe to expand. As they're saying, it's kind of like a bird. You have to be able to I love this image. It's like a bird, and you have to be able to enjoy it and see it fly free. Okay, and be detached from that. Okay, have some detachments, have some distance from that, and be able to watch that bird fly free. Okay, you're not gonna hold it in a cage or hold it in your hands so strong, because you don't want it to go anywhere to the point where you're gonna end up hurting that bird. Okay, so be able to have that detachment, be able to have that letting go, that kind of distance to help them have that room to expand who they truly are, or can express themselves who they truly are. Now I see couples that are actually very different, very opposite, going in very completely opposite direction. Maybe one parent is going more 3D, one parent is going more 5D. Also some parents that are separate, or the children is, I see, is being moved from one side to another, like almost from one timeline to another, or from one parent to another, or from one belief to another, one really like different situation like that, where that kid is really into two opposite, it's between two opposite road kind of thing. Okay, so they're saying again, they're saying to kind of have that detachment again, to be able to let go and to really trust into your children, because the children already know what is good for him or her, or know which direction is good for him or her. Okay, so be able to express and share what you believe and what is important for you from a place of your heart. Okay, not a place of judgment or criticizing. The thing is very important, if you are one of the spouse, to express maybe your passion, or what you are saying, what you love, what you're passionate about, what you believe in, what is important for you, and share that with them, like really with a pure heart, and sharing that into really love and light, and diffusing that energy, and not into criticizing others. Not, for example, criticizing if your spouse or you separate and the other person is going into the total opposite direction. Do not talk to your children criticizing the other spouse or the other person, or trying to take them down, or judging them, or making fun of them or lacking respect or anything like that. Okay, stay away from those energies. Those energies are very 3D and they are very past, beyond us now. Okay, you have to really stay very aligned into your energy when you share your passion, your feelings. It needs to be about your belief and center on you, and do not project any negative energy to the outside world, outside people, outside world situation, society, government, things like that. That's going to be very important, because your kid will absorb all that, and that will really bring their energy down if you go into that that easy trap, that's what it's saying, of judging, criticizing, manipulating, making fun of, lack of respect, and all that to justify your choices. Yeah, and they're saying actually this message is not only for couples or parents with kids, it's also for family members that are part of a family where there are kids in it, and you are playing a role into those family members around that kid. This message concerns you as well. Yes, so they're saying that we're really into that until the end of the year. We're really into that process of it's really like a process of making you stronger, of practice to make you ready for what's going to come up next year, and really make you stronger and more ready for it. Okay, the image is kind of like you have two person standing on a floor or some kind of road, and there's an earthquake, okay, and the whole floor and everything is really shaking underneath, okay, under your feet, and one of the person is completely losing balance, is rocking from right to left and falling over because they're not able to stay stable and really keep their balance, and it's really shaking them up. And one person actually was trained for that and was prepared for that event, and is able to really stabilize itself and really use the muscle to keep balance and really stay stable, stay straight, and really stay aligned, and not be able and really not be disturbed by that energy, that event. Okay, so the saying, this is really the process we're going through right now, so we're ready for that for next year. Of course, this is a metaphorical image. This is not predicting an earthquake for next year or anything like that. This is an image, okay? And they're saying that we are into that phase of basically training, and so a lot of people are going through difficult times right now, where there's a lot of fears, a lot of things that makes them angry, or that's going against the flow for them, that's popping into their life and really pushing their button. Okay, it's really creating a lot of negative emotion, for example, for you. They're saying this is really, those are tests, you're being tested. It's also like a practice round until the end of the year, so be aware of that. They're saying that as long as it's creating those negative emotion in you, that is really pulsing, that's pushing that button and creating those negative reaction, that means you still have things to work on, to clean up in your energy, in your vibration. There's things that needs to be released, there's things that needs to be healed. That's very important for you to understand, that those situations that are creating those negative emotion in you, it's actually showing you there are things that still need to be healed and worked on. Okay, that those negative vibrations are still active in your vibration and needs to be worked on, heal, change, really to be able to move on to the next step. So while you're still feeling that, it's because until you start feeling nothing, it's not creating those negative emotion in you when it happens, and that means you still have work to do. Okay, so it will repeat and repeat and repeat again until you learn that lesson, until you pass that test, basically until you heal yourself completely where it's not hurting anymore when it happens. It's kind of like if you had a cut and somebody keep touching it and it keep hurting until the point where it healed, and then somebody touched it, it doesn't do anything, it doesn't bother me anymore. Well, that's where we're at, okay? So it's saying that it's going to keep continuing until you're that point where it finally healed, or you pass that test where it doesn't bother you anymore. And then once you're at that point, you won't even realize it anymore, and you be already passed to the next stage, okay? You have passed to that. That's very important, because some people are saying that they feel very picked on right now, persecuted, maybe kind of like evil eyes on me, things like that, and just saying, really, no, it's you ready for next year. Until then, if you keep falling into those traps, it means you're not ready, and then you need to keep practicing. Then it keeps repeating those things that annoys you, going to keep repeating until you pass those tests, until it's healed, etc. So this is going to be very, very helpful for a lot of people to understand and step out of that victim. I'm a victim, everything is happening to me, and it's actually happening for you to make you stronger and to help you move to that next step, that next stage, okay? So that'd be very helpful for you to move forward. Yes, they're saying a lot of people actually, not everybody in this video, but a lot of people are actually going through a difficult phase right now of feeling very low in their energy, very depressed, kind of like depression. Actually, they feel very empty inside, like they like slowly dying or dying from inside, and it's because they're saying the guys removed a lot of those old blocks, old weeds that were inside of you, that have been really pulled out and removed to make room for that new energy, okay? They really clean up that space for you. But so it's kind of like you can feel like you're slowly dying, or you feel very empty. It's because they just remove all those toxic negative energy. So you're not actually empty, you cleaned up, okay? But you can feel the emptiness, but that what's missing, because you feel like something is missing, was toxic. It was toxic energy. So you're not missing anything, okay? But it's normal, you're going through that process. It's kind of, if you're going through a funeral and you have that phase of feeling very sad, very depressed, feeling very empty, like you feel that loss, and you need to take that time for yourself to be able to really replenish your energy, to go through that grief, to go to that healing phase until you start feeling better. Well, this is kind of like what you're going through, okay? Because the loss you're feeling is your old self, okay? It's really your wrong self that was not aligned with who you truly are, that was released. So you get kind of like grieving that until you start feeling better. So give yourself time and give yourself patience, a lot of love, a lot of tolerance, a lot of respect and time for yourself to go through that process until you start feeling better, okay? It's going to be very necessary. Yes, they're saying also make sure that you do double check every day. You keep doing that. We talked about in the previous video, is double check your choices are made from fear or love. Are you taking this decision because of fear of something, or because of love for something, or whatever? It's very important that you redirect your attention and are aware of where you are into your vibration. That's what it's saying, okay? Is it because of fear? Is it because of love? Because this is going to be really what's going to help you stay aligned and stay on a certain timeline, the timeline that you're going to want, okay? This is a very simple but very necessary to do every day, multiple times a day if you need. When you take a decision, when you are hesitating between two things, okay, why am I hesitating? Is this because of fear is pulling me in this direction? Okay, I can see it now, so I'll go toward the love energy because I want to stay on this timeline, okay? So it's going to be very important for you to do Yeah, really a lot. Every day, that's what I'm seeing. Yeah, so they're saying a lot of us actually had a lot of things removed energetically in them and around them, and the image is kind of like I see like a flower, and you have all those weeds growing around it, and it's really dark weeds that grew all around like that beautiful flower. Okay, and it created shade, and it's so thick the rain doesn't even go through anymore, the light doesn't go through anymore, and that flower is really starting to die slowly, by like little by little. Okay, it's dying slowly because it's not getting those energy anymore, and the guys are really like been pulling out all those weeds around it and removing all those toxic things, that darkness really, so it can finally get the light, it can finally get the rainwater, it can finally get air, be able to breathe, and so it can live again. And this is really the phase we are going through. Okay, so a lot of people felt very, very condensed, very trapped. They couldn't breathe anymore, and we are removing all those toxic things, because if it keep going into that direction, that flower will die. If it's you, if you're that flower, that means you will die if there is no change happening. So a lot of adjustment and changes this thing needs to be made, are being made basically for your survival, for being able to expand yourself, to breathe, to be happy, to just flourish. That's what I'm seeing. So that's a very necessary process as well that you're going through. But it's saying you know that will resonate with you. Also, make sure you follow your intuition, you follow your gut, you follow that energy that's pulling you forward in certain direction, because there's a lot of they're saying there's a lot of chances happening right now. There's a lot of good timing happening right now, a lot of synchronization happening right now that is really helping you move forward. There are signs also to guide you to move into a certain direction that is very, very pushed, very, very emphasis, very helped. So take advantage of that. To be aware of those signs, be aware of what's going on. Okay, really be aware right now, because the energy is really helping. Yeah, it's really helping you move forward. It's helping you make a jump. It's really like a, I see like a, some, what the image I'm seeing is like a train, and you have somebody in the train with the open doors that's giving the hand and trying to reach out to somebody that's walking on the sidewalk. Okay, and they're saying like you have to grab that hand, and it's gonna pull you and put you in that train that's gonna move forward so much faster. But if you miss it, you're gonna stay on that sidewalk, because the train is gonna be gone, and it's gonna take you months to get to where that train is gonna get into, like a couple hours. So make sure you don't miss that opportunity. Okay, saying take a card. Take a card for you guys. But yeah, it's definitely a very, very, very good time right now. This thing also, a lot of people that have been doing a lot of cleaning their energy, clear up, working on their chakra, working on their energy, working even with healers that they know they trust for their vibration, their energy, removing energy blocks, or even people doing chakra healing, for example. Online, things like that. They're saying it's been very helpful. They're saying to continue it. It's a part of a necessary process in your evolution for you to be able to move forward, and for you to keep into moving forward into in time with that process. That's what they're saying. And make sure you're not behind. Okay, so keep doing it, keep doing it, keep doing it, because it's very, very helpful into your evolution, into your process. Okay, so I accept love with gratitude. I am open and made whole by its beauty. Okay, so really we have that inner love for ourselves. Make sure you love yourself so you can share with others. Make sure that you are not empty on the inside, because then you have nothing to offer to others in the world. Okay, so make sure you take care of yourself first. Make sure you replenish yourself with love so you have love to give. Okay, if you're trying to give love to others but you don't have love for yourself, you have nothing to give. You are basically empty. So make sure you take care of yourself, love yourself first. Express gratitude. Gratitude helps raise the vibration enormously. Okay, express your gratitude for things in your life every day if you can. Okay, it's going to really help you stay on a certain timeline. It's going to help you raise your vibration. I see a lot of orange. We're very into that sacral chakra. Okay, I see a lot of healing of the inner child, a lot of inner child healing, a lot of, for some people of the that had sexual trauma that's been healed, a lot of healing for that, a lot of really I see for people they had relationship issue with their mothers or from when they were born. That's very specific to certain people, but yeah, there's been a lot of healing happening for that as well. So I see a lot of that's going to be really very beneficial. You're going to see it manifesting in your life and around you. Now, as I'm saying, also make sure that for some people that are waiting for savior from outside, for things to change outside so they can make changes in their life, or for things to happen in their environment or outside so they can adjust to it, or they can feel better in their life or about themselves. They're saying if you believe that and are waiting for that, it is not going to happen. Very clearly, that's what I'm hearing. Is saying that it needs to happen inside of you first. Okay, you need to remake those changes in you, those really adjustment inside of you, in your energy, to be able to see the result on the outside, to manifest around you, to manifest on the outside in your life, in your environment, etc. They're saying to take full responsibility for it. They're saying that the energy has raised enormously, and so we have really that power in our hands. That is a lot more power than we had before. And the guys are saying you have full responsibility for it. Really handle that well. Take that full responsibility for it. Okay, don't blame it on the outside. Don't blame it on others. Okay, take that power, that responsibility that is in your hand to make those changes yourself. Don't really on others. Don't really on the exterior. And don't wait on things coming from outside. Okay, because it's really that manifestation power. I see for those of you that believe in the law of attraction, the law of attraction has been very emphasized. There's a lot of that power right now. It's manifesting extremely fast. Okay, it's very quick. It's rapidly. It's amplified. That's what I'm saying. Okay, so take that responsibility. Okay, it's really like the guys have given you that gift, that responsibility. They're saying to make sure you take good care of it, and you that it bear fruits. Okay, and not toxic things. Okay, manifest good things, not toxic things, because you're manifesting like crazy right now. That's saying that speaking to everyone in this video is part of that energy. Some people are going to resonate very strongly with this message because they are big manifester on daily basis, and they need to really be conscious of it and take that full responsibility for what they're manifesting, because even the bad they are manifesting. So be aware of that. Okay. And we have the angel of mercy. Divine mercy gives me the grace to be tender and accepting. Okay, again, we're in a lot of being tender with yourself, accepting what is happening. Okay, accepting of certain situation, be able again, for I see again people with kids, be able to accept the way they want to leave things the direction they want to go, even if it's not what you wanted or what you had in mind for them. Accept their decision and accept where they want to go. Also, I see some children that are here to do certain things that's gonna make you work on yourself. It's gonna create a healing process on you. It's gonna challenge you a certain way, and it's part of the plan. It's kind of part of their mission. It's kind of part of a soul contract for others. It's really part of the divine plan, and it will challenge you to the point where it's healing some part of yourself. It's making you heal things from the past. It's making you grow. It's forcing you to grow in a certain direction, really, because they are not going in the wrong direction. They're actually here to make you work on certain things, and that's also part of their mission for some kids. Okay, so if that message speak to you, this is really what's happening. Okay, so be able to accept their decision, accept that that is part of that process, and what is what is healing in you, and what is really making you work on, develop, process. It's really having to digest certain things of the past that you didn't deal with, and your kid, for example, is going to bring up certain emotions, certain things that are connected to that past that will need to be healed and need to be handled because of your children. But really, he's that kid, he or she is making you work on something that was necessary, and that's really part of the divine plan. Alright, I'm going to take the Gaia cards, a message for this video. Okay, we have remembrance, resurfacing of past feelings and emotions. So this is definitely what we're talking about, especially for people with kids or around kids. Okay, so this is a card, and that can definitely make you work on certain things that are coming back to the surface. Also, I see the number 3, and I see the connection between the your body, the soul, the emotion, and everything is going to need to be aligned. Okay, so if there's any blocks or any part of this that needs to be adjusted, it's going to really work on all 3. Okay, so it's going to be very important. Yeah, and I see like all those seaweeds or those weeds around her that were really blocking her. I also see her vision was like into a lot of illusion, a lot of fake truth. Okay, it looked real, but it was not. It was only illusion, and really it was like it was like a fake real evidence. Okay, and it was just, that was never real. That was all illusion, and it's going through that and having that hard time to be able to see where to go, but the same to follow that process, because it's going to be very clear very soon. A lot of the illusion is being dissolved, is actually being shown, which means you see the illusion, and then a couple of seconds after you are able to see what you thought was real was not, and all those connections. And it's a very fun process right now. If you're able to have that detachment and that second look on it, it's very helpful. But yeah, a lot of emotions and past feelings are coming back to the surface to be removed and to be healed and to be transmuted. Okay, it's gonna be very important for next year, so you can gain that freedom. You can be able to raise above. You can be able to be really free into your emotion. This is funny. This is exactly what we said. This is perception beyond the veil of illusion. So right there, so you're finally able to see through that illusion. Okay, sorry for my nails, I haven't had time to do the manicure, but yeah, this is a perception. See how she's peaceful, and this is really you guys. Okay, for those of who that speaks to, Okay, this is where you're at right now, and this is a difficult time, and you are into those weeds, you're into the illusion, you're into a lot of frustration, sadness, and emotion, difficult healing. But really, you're gonna come out of that and have that new perception, see through that illusion. Okay, you're gonna be all cleaned up. I mean, look at that. This is you, and look, you're gonna really come out of that and be all clean, all pure, have that freedom. See that butterfly on her, like she's free, she has that rebirth, and she's able to really have that new life. Okay, so this is a very important transition that is not always easy, but that is necessary. Okay, I'm going to do the last card. Yeah, and is saying it takes time. They're telling me to tell you to be patient with yourself. Some people are too impatient. They want things to happen now. They want the change to happen now. They want to be the new version now. They're saying it's part of a process, okay? It takes time. It's like nature. Look at nature, okay? You plant the grain, and then the flower doesn't pop now, and everything is now, okay? It's part of a process. Everything takes time, and there are steps. So be patient with yourself. That's for certain people talking on this video. Okay, so we have originality. Blaze your own trail. This is very, very nice card. Look at that that joy, that really connecting to your child energy, to your happiness, and really dancing through the darkness, through the darkness and the light together, and you really having that dance through life. That's what it's saying. It's playing with that. Okay, we're still into that duality. Is part of the world. Okay, so the darkness is here, the light is here, but you dancing through that and having fun and joy through that. I see also a lot of friendship, new friendship that is going to be happening, a lot of new connection with soul family, with people that are aligned with your energy, that are on the same page than you, that you're gonna have a lot in common, that you're gonna have a lot to share. You're gonna have a lot of things really. Yeah, it's gonna flow. You're gonna flow in the same direction. It's gonna be easy. It's gonna flow. It's gonna be like you're all on the same page. It's soul family, all those connections, those new friendships, or it could be even like old connection, old friendship that were forgiven. That's gonna come back to life. I see a lot of new communities, a lot of people connecting to each other, making those new connections, groups of people really that are very connected to the same energies, that are on the same page, and that they're gonna reconnect together and creating those group of people. I see a lot of that. That's gonna bring a lot of joy and happiness into your life. Okay, so I do one more card and then that'll be it for this video. A lot of very positive message, very, very, very strong positive energy. We've talked about it in the previous video. If you haven't seen it, I invite you to look at it. It's about that portal of the 1111, and again, that was not just for that day. It's really that energy is being diffused really like all November, a little bit of beginning of December, so basically until the end of the year. So really take advantage of that as much as you can. And if you're into that difficult phase, know that it's really coming to that end, and you're going to have that freedom, that new rebirth, okay? You're really going to be able to breathe again and express yourself again. Perfect. It said, the dolphin, don't worry and be happy. Exactly. So don't worry about what you're going through, okay? Be happy. This is all of part of the cycle, okay? Everything is gonna change. So it's very, 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 very true. Don't worry, be happy. And we have the self-reliance. Don't be afraid of fly solo. This is a beautiful card as well. I see a lot of people actually that are extremely, oh yeah, I see people people that are starseed, that are very connected, that have the third eye very open, the crown chakra very open, a lot of divine capacities, and really they know where to go, they know the direction to take, and they're saying to follow that. And if you need to just release some people that were holding you back, they say to do so if you feel like you need to, but you will know. And they're saying to have that full self-confidence in yourself, trust yourself, trust your decision, because you know you're going in the right direction. Okay, so don't be afraid to fly solo. This is the card. Alright, well, thank you so much guys for watching this video and staying until the end. This is going to be it for today, but I will see you soon in another video next week. And please take care of yourself. Thank you for watching, and for all of you that are subscribed to the channel, a lot of positive energy and love sent to you. And also, if you like it, you can click the like button. If you like to share it so other people can hear those messages, that'd be very helpful. And thank you so much. Take care of yourself. See you. Ciao.